episode of Great Reviews. My name's Chris, and today I've checked out this new psychological horror movie called Machination, which is ironic, because if you look up the term machination, it's defined as a plot or scheme, which is weird, considering this movie has very little to no plot. That's a little tease for what's about to come. I don't know why I'm doing this. So, Machination is directed by one Sarah Jayne. Wait, I think I smurged the names together. Smurged? Oh, I was completely wrong. I don't know how. Sarah Jayne and Ivan Malekin. When you don't shimmy the space in there, it makes it hard to read words. So, Machination follows this anxious young woman as she tries to survive the COVID-19 pandemic. That's right. And then she goes into a bit of a spiral, psychological meltdown things. There's stuff. She showers a lot. So, Machination. Let's first talk about the positives. So the lead actress does a pretty good job for what she's given. Other than that, short runtime. It's like an hour. I mean, that is a positive to this thing. I'm being kind of a dick here. I don't know how else to say it. This was a really bad movie, guys. It's very boring because literally nothing happens. It's about this woman and her descent into paranoia. However, it's very clear she's paranoid about the pandemic from the opening of the movie, and then it just never really goes anywhere after that. We do learn a little bit of backstory about some traumatic incident that happened to her. It doesn't reveal like an interesting story beat or anything like that. It's just like a little bit more information about this lady. I mean, the opening of the movie is her disinfecting her clothes and herself all in real time. And so we get to watch that, stepping into weird water and cleaning your feet, taking off your clothes, taking off your gloves, washing your hands thoroughly, showering, washing your clothes, all the fun stuff we really like to see in movies. Like, it's like 5 to 7 minutes long, and it's an hour-long movie, so if you crunch those numbers, that's at least like 25% of the movie. By the way, I did fail advanced math in high school, so that could be wrong. Just saying. I think it's right, though. It's definitely right. The whole movie does take place essentially in this one small apartment. So that is a challenge as a filmmaker to make it interesting, right? From a cinematography standpoint, it's a very boring movie. It's not really shot interestingly, but it is competent enough to follow along with what's happening. It does feel, I don't want to say it's exploitation, like exploitative. There's a lot of scenes where this woman is in her underwear and just like washing things. And there's like compromising angles and stuff. And I'm not trying to be like a pervert, but like when you're looking at it, you're like looking at certain things because I'm a pervert. Wait, but you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's all necessary for the story, which makes it feel a little bit exploitative. It's also kind of like tone deaf in some ways, or at least for me, it's like the pandemic, and you get like these conversations about conspiracies around the pandemic and the vaccine and 5G and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, oh man, if I wanted to hear this shit, I'll go on Facebook and read my aunt's Twitter or something. You read my aunt's Twitter on Facebook? That would be interesting. I don't need that shit. I don't want that. That's not an interesting story. That's like literally the life we are living right now. So if you're trying to be like saying something about the pandemic, I'm not sure what you're saying. And then it's revealed later that like this traumatic thing that happened to her in her youth is what caused some of the mental illness she's suffering from. And so the pandemic on top of that is like reinforcing this trauma or something. But I'm not sure what they're getting at with that message or trying to say. Just that like, oh, the pandemic weighs heavily on people. You don't say. You don't fucking say. Thanks for that. I didn't know. Let's talk about some of the horror elements. There are none. Like, there's hints here of like she sees worms. Worms are scary, aren't they? Aren't worms scary? No? They're not. Worms are not scary. From a production standpoint, there's like no lighting. It doesn't seem like it seems like everything's natural, so it's pretty flat looking. It's kind of boring, not very dynamic to look at. All in one location, like I said. Some of the sound work isn't even that great. Even though it's like this one location, you'd think you'd be able to get decent sound, but sometimes it's rough. That's it. That's it. I did not enjoy Machination. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I would not recommend it. I will give it a 2 out of 10. Why am I giving it a 2? It's competent enough to follow along with. However, it's very uninteresting. And that's it. That's it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Otherwise, tell me what I should be watching. Leave me some recommendations, and I will catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.